Hey, Gents fans, Matt Sosler here, and I am joined by Alexander Tertyshny and Hugo Haas following the Generals' sweep over the Danbury Junior hat tricks. And Hugo, let's start with you. A fantastic 2 games from you, only giving up a total of 4 goals. What are some of your reactions from that set?
Uh, I think the guys stepped up. We scored a ton of goals, which helped us for the, I feel that for the first time we really had the game under control, or the games under control, and we could play with the lead, which just is so much easier sometimes where we not chase the lead, even though we were back in the first game. Then when we have the lead, it's just so much easier, and we can build off that, just keep them on the outside, and then pull off the win.
Yeah, and now moving on off of that, when I talked to you, Alexander, in the first period, first intermission,
Yeah.
you said we can't be cute with the puck.
Yeah.
Come out in the second period and things just explode again like they did the night before. What did you notice in the second period?
Like I said, in between periods there, we just kind of started off slow. We kind of I wouldn't say that we necessarily stopped respecting the game, but I guess we were kind of expecting things to be given to us. And that's just not how the game works. It's not how any games work. Have to work for what you get. And I think going into that second period, we just started to get more shots on. We started to limit the quality of shots that the other team was getting. Like in the first period, I think we uh, led a total of like 4 or 5 odd man rushes, letting guys get behind us. So second period definitely tried to clean that up. And yeah, again, just keeping it simple. We live and die by our forecheck. Guys were more devoted to that period, and it just translated to the rest of the game and translated to goals and more success. So again, I can't stress it enough. As long as we're playing our brand of hockey and listening to what Brian and Projan want us to do, there's no reason why we can't be successful. And I think we proved that this weekend.
And moving forward from that, 3 assists in game number 2. Walk me through a couple of those plays.
Like I said yesterday, first one, just kind of tried to. We have a set play. I mean, even when we lose the face-off, Brian wants us to play, or for every face-off, he wants us to kind of expect to lose it, right? And focus on how we're going to get it back. So on that play there, we kind of it was kind of a bouncing puck in the middle there. I think one of their guys kind of just threw it, tried to keep it in. And then tried to walk the blue line. Then I kind of wanted to move it back to Andy, but I think one of their guys kind of poked it for me. So, I mean, I'll take it. Then Andy made a great play with that fake slap shot, kind of curled around the guy, and then gave it to, I think it was Olsen or Ryder, one of them, and they put it in the net. So it was a great play. Then second one kind of just took advantage of a battle out in front. The puck popped out to me up at the point, just moved it to Cooper, and Cooper made a great play getting into the net there. And then Ryder buried. And then on the third one, I didn't get the assist, but I was happy to make the defensive play there in the zone for Hugo. Definitely kind of lighten his workload a little bit as much as I can. Moved it up to Ryder, and then Ryder made a great play to get it to Lappy. Then Lappy just used his skating ability to get in, dropped it for Cooper, and Cooper had a great shot. So 3 great goals, and just trying to contribute anywhere I can. So.
And Hugo, moving it back to you, game number 1, got gigantically in the second period, but both of these games, both game 1 and game 2, all square at the end of the first period. What's the mentality like after one versus when the team breaks it open?
It's basically the same, just stay in the moment, face the next shot after the next shot, and just not overthink it, stay in the moment, because when you start thinking about, oh yeah, we're leading and this is happening, then you just stop playing. So for me, it's just focusing on the moment, be ready for the next shot, and help the guys in every way I can.
And this one for both of you guys, before we move on to this upcoming week when you guys face them again in the back end of the home and home. The one thing that I noticed personally from watching both games is that it seemed like the chemistry across all three units, the forwards, the D-men, and then back with you, Hugo, all seemed to click. What's that like, that communication, that chemistry between the three portions?
Definitely, like, I guess with COVID, it has been a wild year, right? So like a lot of guys have filtered in into the roster and out of the roster. And so I guess since the deadline, we kind of finally have like our core group of guys. And sure, it took us a little while to gel, but you can see it, see like these past few games and practices. You can just see um, just guys are just clicking. So it's really nice when get into the locker room and you know everybody and you genuinely care about one another and I guess love one another. So yeah, that definitely helps, and it especially helps when like everyone's great on our team. Like I love every single guy, and so just when you're playing with a team and you're finally getting comfortable with people and you kind of know their tendencies and what they're looking for and how they play, it's a lot easier to build that chemistry. And also when we're following what Brian wants us to do, whether it's on the breakout or in the neutral zone, it makes everything 10 times easier because it's all set up to our strengths and what we can do. And so he definitely does a good job of simplifying the game for us. And all we really have to do is, again, just execute what he wants. And we have guys that are skilled enough to make plays when they need to. But yeah, it's definitely been great to see. Like on the bench, just seeing some of the breakouts that we had, just like moving it up to the forward on the wall, bumping it back to the center, and then center doing like a no look pass all the way to the far D, then the far D hitting the forward out of the zone, like that stuff. Like it's just great to see. It's great. So hopefully we can continue this moving forward and just continue making a run here. Feeling good.
Yeah, I agree. It's I think the thing is that now because we everybody knows each other, it's like they know what to expect from the other guys. Now, like for instance, all the Ds, they know that I play the puck and I'm gonna play most of the pucks, so they know that they should just talk to me, and then we move it up. And the same for the forwards; they're ready for it. So I think we just click better now that we're all settled in and everybody knows each other.
And last question, you guys have another set in Danbury, the back end of the home and home this upcoming weekend. What needs to happen this week in practice in order to ride the momentum from this weekend heading into next?
Just gotta execute. Like these games this past weekend, they're behind us. Can't get too high. Just gotta have a good weekend of practice here and prepare. Do all the little things, and then have an even better weekend this upcoming weekend. Then the next week and have an even better weekend. It's all about building on each weekend and on each week of practice, just building and getting better because we want to make a run here, and by playoff time, whoever we face, we want to compete with them, and we want to play, and we want to try and go far. So it's all about just executing what Brian Proj is saying. Can't say it enough, and then the rest will take care of itself. So.
Yeah, 100%. Because like everybody just has to focus on themselves, what they can do, what they can get better at, and be ready when the game comes to show up and everybody play the same way we played or better. Yeah, just focus on that.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Again, outstanding job this weekend taking care of business, getting the sweep. Good luck this week in practice heading into next week.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks, Matt.